అమ్మా మీకు అందరికి So this is actually the question given. First we'll write down all the conditions given for this problem and then we'll see what is actually the solution, how to proceed with the solution part. What is the condition given? If a string of length L, the length of the string is given as L here. When it is made to vibrate compulsorily, it should be fixed at both ends. Those conditions are written first. At x is equal to 0 and at x is equal to L, at both the conditions, the displacement value is equal to 0. This is the first 0 condition we have. For each and every wave equation, whatever may be the length of the string, always at both the ends, since the string is fixed, always the displacement is 0. Means at x is equal to 0 and at x is equal to L, displacement is 0. Is there any problem with my voice? Divya has actually complained that my voice is breaking. If it is the same with others also, I will just adjust it. Otherwise, Divya, better you log out once and just log in again. The problem will be rectified. Okay. So it is clear for others. So better Divya, you just log out once and log in again, or turn off your mute it and again log in again. So this is a condition given at x is equal to 0 and at x is equal to L, the displacement value is equal to 0. This is by default for each and every wave equation. These conditions are same. I told you already. Why? Because since the string is fixed at both ends, at that particular points, the string won't be having any displacement. So y is equal to 0. Next we see from the problem. It is initially at rest in equilibrium position. What is the meaning of that? The string is at rest like this. This is A and this is B. The string is like this. It is not having any movement. It is just kept like this only. It is just fixed and kept it like this without any movement. Means initially the string is at rest. It is not having any displacement. That condition we write over here. So at t is equal to 0, the value of the displacement is also equal to 0. Initially, the string is at rest. Initially, the string is not having any displacement. That's why y is equal to 0. Next, what is given? To make the string vibrate, the string is imposed some velocity. It is imposed some velocity. Induce some velocity to the string. What is the velocity? That is f of x. When it is induced? Initially. Once if it is plugged or once if it is vibrated, then only it will vibrate. Means at t is equal to 0, initially it is imposed some velocity. Dou y by dou t is equal to f of x given. This f of x is nothing but a function what is given over here. So from these 4 equations, we have to find out the constants what we have learned from the solution part. So you write down these 4 conditions, we'll start the problem now. Initially, the displacement is 0 in this problem. It is not having any vibration. The string is at rest. Then it is imposed some velocity so that it is made to vibrate. So initially, the velocity is some value. This velocity is imposed on the string to make it vibrate. That's why initially it is having some velocity. Since the string is at rest in its initially at rest, this word or this term indicates that initially the displacement is 0. It is not having any displacement initially. It is at rest. Unless it is imposed some velocity to that string, it is not made to vibrate. Therefore, it is having some initial velocity. So we'll start now with these conditions. So these are the 4 conditions we have. From these 4 conditions, we evaluate the 4 constants, whatever we have in the solution part. So what is the solution we take here? Y is equal to C1 cos Px plus C2 sin Px into C3 cos PCT plus C4 sin PCT. So this is a solution we have chosen for wave equation which suits to the physical nature of the problem. So from these conditions given, these two are boundary conditions, what we call, and these two are called initial conditions, boundaries at both the ends. So these are called as boundary conditions. These two are initial conditions because we are taking in the initially at t is equal to 0. So we use these four conditions now to solve the constant values C1 and C2. We'll start now. So what is the first condition we have? At x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. So at x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. 0 is equal to C1, cos 0 is 1, sin 0 is 0 into, we are not substituting any condition on t here. So C3 cos PCT plus C4 sin PCT. This can't be 0. Automatically C1 is equal to 0. So C1 has become 0. If C1 is equal to 0, so what should be the value of phi now? C1 is equal to 0. If we substitute, this will be eliminated. We will be left over with C2 sin Px into C3 cos PCT plus C4 sin PCT. Now we go to the second condition. What is the second condition? On the other end, so at x is equal to L, at this point also the displacement is 0. At x is equal to L, y is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to C2 sin P, x is equal to L. So sin PL into C3 cos PCT plus C4 sin PCT. We are not substituting any condition on t, we are taking only on x over here. Now, sorry, this can't be 0. There is no meaning in making C2 0 because already C1 is 0. If you make C2 also 0, there won't be any existence of y. So C2 can't be 0. And automatically this term also can't be 0. So automatically the value of sin PL should be 0. When will the value of sin PL become 0? If the value of PL is equal to n pi. The sine multiples of pi only will become 0. Sin pi, sin 2 pi, sin 3 pi, sin 4 pi. So the PL theta whatever we take should be a multiple of pi over here. Means P is equal to n pi. We got the value of P. So that P value we will substitute here. So erase this part. So I will just give you 2 minutes time to complete this part so that I will erase it and will continue the problem. Okay, so now I'll continue here. So if you substitute P is equal to n pi by L, how the value of pi reduces to now? Y is equal to C2 sin P is n pi by L x sin Px into C3 cos PCT. P is n pi by L Ct plus C4 sin PCT. P is n pi by L Ct. So this is a value we have. Now we go with the third zero condition. What is the third zero condition we have? Initially, the string is at rest. Means initially at t is equal to 0, the string is having no displacement. Means y is equal to 0. 0 is equal to C2 sin n pi x by L into cos 0 is 1, so C3 sin 0 is 0. Implies C3 is equal to 0. So we are left over with y2 is equal to c2 sine n pi x by l, c3 is 0, c4 sine n pi ct by l. c2 and c4 will join this value as some bn. bn sine n pi x by l sine n pi ct by l. This is y. Now we have to go with a non-zero condition. What is a non-zero condition? At t is equal to 0, dou y by dou t is equal to f of x. We'll substitute. So we'll calculate, I'll just erase it here and I'll continue. Okay, I'll do it here. So what will be dou y by dou t? Dou y by dou t is equal to sigma, bn is constant. We'll calculate first sine n pi x by l is as it is. We'll take derivative for this function. Derivative of sine is cos n pi ct by l into t coefficient is n pi c by l. So dou y by dou t is equal to sigma n pi c by l bn sine n pi x by cos n pi ct by l. This is the value of dou y by dou t. Now we substitute the fourth condition. What is the fourth condition? Initially, it is having some velocity. Means at t is equal to 0, dou y by dou t value is equal to f of x. So f of x is equal to sigma n pi c by l bn sine n pi x by c, n pi x by l cos 0 is 1. So since we have cos 0 is equal to 1,
Board is not in frame, ma'am.
Emma,
The top of the board is not in the frame, ma'am. It's not clear. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, it's clear now.
is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the value we have over here. So now this represents actually a half range sine series. Now we go with the calculation of Bn. What is actually the Bn value we take from half range sine series? We have, this is the complete constant we have. So n pi c by l Bn. This is equal to 2 by l integral 0 to l fx sine n pi x by l dx. So L gets cancelled. Bn is equal to 2 by n pi c. The integral value, what is f of x function given? I'll write it here. The function f of x or v, whatever is given as cx for 0 less than x less than l by 2, c into l minus x for l by 2 less than x less than l. I think this is a function given f of x function. So this is a function given. So we use that function. We'll split it correspondingly. So 0 to L by 2, the function is taking Cx. So we'll split the integral as 0 to L by 2. F of x function is Cx sine n pi x by L dx plus L by 2 to L, the function is C into L minus x sine n pi x by L dx. So we can take C common outside. So I'll take that C common outside. 2 by n pi C. C if you take it out. We have common C from both the integrals. I have taken out. 0 to L by 2. X sine n pi x by L dx plus L by 2 to L. L minus x into sine n pi x by L dx. So this C gets cancelled. So now we calculate the value of Bn. We'll evaluate the integral value. Shall I erase this part? Do you want me to wait for some more time? Okay, now I'll continue it here. Bn is equal to 2 by n pi. Now we go with integration by parts. So this is in the form of uv where u is x, v is equal to sine n pi x by L. Integration by parts using Leibniz theorem I'll use because one function is a polynomial. So what is the formula we use? U into x into integral of sine. What is integral of sine? Minus cos n pi x by L by x coefficient. What is the x coefficient we have? N pi by L. U first function into integral of second function. That is u is x into integral of v. Next we go with alternate signs. So minus derivative of x. What will be derivative of x? Derivative of x is 1 into integral of this function. Already we have a minus sign. Integral of cos function is sine. So sine n pi x by L by x coefficient we have one more n by L pi. N pi by L already we have here. We get one more term. So comes as n pi by L whole square. These all to be taken from 0 to L by 2 limits. First integral value. What is the second one? Second one is again plus. Again we go with uv for these two. U is L minus x, v is the sine function. So now u into means L minus x into integral of sine minus cos n pi x by L by n pi by L minus derivative of L minus x. L is constant, derivative is 0. X derivative is 1, so 0 minus 1. Minus 1 into, already we have a minus sign. Integral of cos function is sine. Sine n pi x by L by n pi by L whole square. These all to be taken from the limits L by 2 to L. So now we'll simplify it. So what will be the value? Is equal to 2 by n pi. We have minus 1 by n pi by L constant. I will take it out. Can I write this value 1 by n pi by L? I will write it as L by n pi because this is denominator of denominator goes to the numerator form. So minus L by n pi, bracket open. Now we will apply the upper limit. X is equal to upper limit we have L by 2 cos. What will be this value? We have n pi x by L. X should be replaced by L by 2. So n by L into L by 2. L gets cancelled. The value is n pi by 2. So L by 2 cos n pi by 2 minus x at lower limit 0. X is equal to 0. So this is equal to 0. Minus into minus plus. I'll bring this denominator as L square by n square pi square constant outside. What will be the upper limit? Sine n pi by 2 minus sine 0. Next, for this, minus L by n pi. We'll substitute x is equal to L upper limit. L minus L becomes 0 minus x is equal to L by 2. L minus L by 2 is L by 2 cos n pi by 2. 3 minus, so minus L square by n square pi square into upper limit is sine n pi minus lower limit is sine n pi by 2. You can observe here that we know the value of sine 0 value is 0. So I will cut that function. Similarly, the value of sine n pi. Similarly, the value of sine n pi. Sine n pi, sine pi, sine 2 pi, sine 3 pi, all these values also will become 0. So I will simplify it now. 2 by n pi minus L into L is L square by 2n pi cos n pi by 2. This is 0 plus L square by n square pi square sin n pi by 2 minus into minus plus L into L is L square by 2n pi cos n pi by 2 minus into minus plus L square by n square pi square sin n pi by 2. So you can observe here that we have cos n pi by 2 function with negative sign here and positive sign here. These two will get cancelled. So the value is 2 by n pi. We got this as 2 times. 2 L square by n square pi square sin n pi by 2. So what will be the value? Minus 4 L square by n cube pi cube sin n pi by 2. This is the value of Bn. So we'll substitute this value of Bn in the given function to get the solution for the wave equation with the given conditions. We'll substitute this in y. So what is actually the value of y we have taken? Y is equal to sigma Bn sin n pi x by L sin n pi ct by L. Value of Bn what we have calculated will substitute. Minus 4 L cube L square by n cube pi cube into sin n pi x by L sin n pi ct. This is the given solution, the solution for the given equation. Here it is, right? It is not minus 4, it is plus 4L, 4L square by n cube pi cube. So cos n pi by 2 gets cancelled. Sine function we get it as 2 times 2L square by n square pi square. Here also we have only positive sign, so total value is 4L square by n cube pi cube sin n pi by 2. So that value we have represented in the expansion form. It is plus 4L square by n cube pi cube. So initially it is fixed at both ends. So at x equal to 0 and at x is equal to L, displacement is equal to 0. What is the next one? What is the next condition? The next condition we have is the string is initially at rest. What is the meaning of initially at rest? It is not having any displacement. Initially, the word initially representing at the starting point, at t is equal to 0. String is at rest. It is not having any displacement. So y is equal to 0. Then it is given velocity to the string. At what time it is given the velocity? Initially. Means again at t is equal to 0. The string is having some velocity. Means dou y by dou t is given as some f of x. This f of x is nothing but the function what is given. So using these 4 conditions, now we'll start solving the problem. Shall I erase this question part? I hope all of you have taken this. Okay. So what is the solution we take here? Y is equal to C1 cos px plus C2 sin px into C3 cos pct plus C4 sin pct. What is the first condition we have? At x is equal to 0, the value of y is equal to 0. This condition I am applying here. So at x equal to 0, y equal to 0, if you substitute 0 is equal to C1. We have here cos 0 1, sin 0 is 0. So C3 cos PCT plus C4 sin PCT. So you can observe that this can't be 0. Automatically C1 value will become 0. So if you substitute C1 is equal to 0, how the value of y reduces to now? Y becomes now, y is equal to, we have calculated C1 as 0. So C2 sin px into C3 cos PCT plus C4 sin PCT. What is the second condition we have at the other end? Means at x is equal to L also, the displacement is 0. Y is equal to 0. Now we substitute. Y is equal to 0 is equal to C2 sin P. X is equal to L, if we substitute, this becomes sin PL into C3 cos PCT plus C4 sin PCT. Now you can observe here that there is no meaning in making C2 0 because already we have made C1 0. So if C2 also becomes 0, there won't be any existence of Y. So C2 can't be 0. So C2 can't be 0. Next, this part also can't be 0 because if this is made 0, automatically Y also becomes 0. So compulsorily sin PL should be made 0. When will the value of sin PL become 0? If the value of PL is equal to n pi. If theta, sin theta becomes 0 only if the multiples of theta will be multiples of pi because we know sin pi, sin 2 pi, sin 3 pi also all become 0. So in the place of theta we have here PL. So PL becomes n pi. So what will be the value of P? N pi by L. So if you substitute this value of P in the given equation, now the value of Y becomes Y is equal to C2 sin P is equal to n pi by L into x. Sin Px we have here. C3 cos PCT. P is equal to n pi by L Ct plus C4 sin PCT. P is equal to n pi by L. So n pi by L Ct. So we have substituted both the conditions on x. So the problem for all the wave equations we have observed that till here it is common. So from this we continue with the 0 condition. So in this problem also, initially the string is not vibrating. It is in equilibrium position, it is at rest. Means initially the string is at rest. Means initially the string is having 0 displacement. What is the meaning of initially? At time t is equal to 0. So at t is equal to 0, displacement is equal to 0. So we are taking y is equal to 0. We'll substitute this condition over here. 0 is equal to C2 sin n pi x by L into cos 0 is 1 into C3 is C3 and we know sin 0 is 0. You can observe here from this condition as C3 becoming 0 here. So if we substitute C3 equal to 0, how the value of y reduces to now? C2 sin n pi x by L into C3 is 0, C4 sin n pi C3 by L. Now I'll join these two. C2, C4 will write it as some other constant sin n pi x by L sin n pi C3 by L. This value is for all values of n from 1 to infinity. So we write it as sigma. C2, C4 we write it as Bn sine n pi x by L, sine n pi ct by L. So this is the value we get after substituting the third zero condition. Now we go with the last condition. What is the last condition? Initially, the string is imposed some velocity so that it is made to vibrate. What is the meaning of that? Initially, at t is equal to 0, the string is imposed some velocity. Means dou y by dou t is given some value f of x. Let's suppose the value is f of x. Then what is the fourth condition we have? At t is equal to 0, at t is equal to 0, dou y by dou t value should be equal to some f of x function. So now we'll calculate f of x from this value of y what we have calculated. So what will be dou y by dou t? Dou y by dou t is equal to sigma bn sin x function is constant, so sin x n by x by L is as it is. Derivative of sine function is cos n pi ct by L into t coefficient is n pi c by L. So this value is n pi c by L bn. This is the complete constant we have into sin n pi x by L cos n pi ct by L. This is the value of dou y by dou t. Now we'll impose the fourth condition. At t is equal to 0, the value of dou y by dou t is given as f of x. So at t is equal to 0, dou y by dou t is equal to f of x. So now we'll substitute the condition. F of x is equal to sigma n pi c by L dn sin n pi x by L. We know cos 0 is equal to 1. What did you observe in this relation again? This is representing again half range sine series. You can evaluate this constant value by using half range sine series. So what is the evaluation part? How can you calculate it? N pi c by L into Bn is equal to, the value of this is 2 by L, integral 0 to L, fx sin n pi x by L dx. I think this L gets cancelled. Bn is equal to 2 by n pi c, integral 0 to L. What is the function f of x given in this problem? Lambda x into L minus x, sin n pi x by L dx. We know the value of lambda is constant, so we'll bring that constant outside. Shall I erase this part? Just I'll give you 1 or 2 minutes time to complete these steps so that I will erase the board and evaluate the value of the integral now. Okay. So now I'll evaluate the value of the integral here. Dn is equal to 2 by n pi c. This lambda value is also constant. I will take it out 0 to L. This can be written as Lx minus x square sin n pi x by L dx. You can observe here that the function whatever we have inside the integral to be evaluated is in the form of product of two functions. Integration by parts you have to apply, where this function I'll take it as u and this function I'll take it as v. You can observe that here again the combination is in the form of polynomial combined with a trigonometric function. So you can apply the Leibniz rule and evaluate the integral part. How can you write the value? 2 lambda by n pi c into, we'll go with integration by parts using the formula. U Lx minus x square into integral of sine minus cos n pi x by L by n pi by L. Alternate signs from minus. Derivative of this function. Lx minus x square, what will be the derivative? Lx derivative is L, x square derivative is 2x. Integral of cos, sine, already we have a minus sign here, n pi by L. One more n pi by l, this will become n pi by l whole square. Minus becomes plus. Derivative of constant L is 0 minus 2x derivative is 2. Integral of sine is minus cos. Already we have a minus sign here. So minus into minus becomes plus. Cos n pi x by n pi by l whole cube. All the values between the limit 0 to L. 2 lambda by n pi c. Now see carefully how I apply the limits here. See the first term. If you substitute x is equal to L here, L into L, L square minus L square. Upper limit x is equal to L becomes 0. Similarly, if you substitute x is equal to 0 also, this will become 0. So, for both the limits, this term is becoming 0. I will cancel this term. Why? Because at upper limit, if you substitute x is equal to L, this will become L square minus L square, which is 0. Lower limit, if you substitute x equal to 0, also this will become 0, because here also 0, here also 0. Coming to the second term, see in the sine function. If you substitute x is equal to L here, L and L gets cancelled, we will be left over with sine n pi. What is the value of sine n pi? Sine pi, sine 2 pi, sine 3 pi, sine 4 pi, so on. The value of sine n pi is 0. Similarly, if you substitute x is equal to 0, also this will become 0. So I will cancel this term also. So we are left over with only this term. So minus 2 by n cube pi cube by L cube, I will bring it to the numerator. Open. Upper limit is cos n pi minus lower limit is cos 0. So this will become now minus 4 lambda L cube by n power 4 pi power 4 c. And what is the value of cos n pi? Minus 1 to the power of n minus cos 0 is 1. Now what I do? I will interchange this minus sign with these terms. 4 lambda L cube by n power 4 pi power 4 c into 1 minus minus 1 to the power of n. This is the value of Bn we have calculated. So this Bn we will substitute in the given solution. So what is the given solution? I will erase this one. So we have y is equal to sigma Bn sine n pi x by L sine n pi ct by L. In this, we substitute the value of Bn. Shall I erase this? So I'll erase this step also. So if you substitute the value of Bn, how the value of y will be now? Y is equal to sigma 4 lambda L cube by n power 4 pi power 4 c into 1 minus minus 1 to the power of n. This is the complete Bn value we have calculated into sine n pi x by L sine n pi ct by L. That is a complete solution.